Welcome, Blue Jay fans. Welcome to episode 21 of Talking Jays. I'm your host, George Long. It is Sunday, April 18th, and we're going to talk about the week that was. Blue Jays, 1 second here, a little note on my thing. Blue Jays opened a series down in Dunedin against the Yankees, going 2-1 to win that series, and then go to Cavan Stadium, I believe it's still called, to take on the Kansas City Royals and dropping to a 1-3 record in that series. So they had a 4-game series set and going 1-3. So not a very, very good week for the week in those 7 games with a record of 3-4. We talked before the season started. Blue Jays. Over and under. I set the bar at 88.5 for wins. Lots and lots of people picked the over on that. A lot of thinking the Blue Jays are going to get 90 plus wins this year. If they keep playing like this, that's not going to happen. It is very, very tough to win in the major leagues. Very, very tough. Everything's got to go well to win. Everybody's got to be on par. Right now, the hitters are slumping big time. Pitchers are doing okay, and I'm going to show some numbers that back that up. But pitchers are doing well. Hitters, not so much, and I got numbers up to show that too. So, but you got to start winning series. They went 1-1 for series this past week, but you got to win series week after week after week in order to get to 88 plus wins. So, I have the bar set at 88 wins this year. Right now, if they keep playing like this, they'd have a hard time to get to 88. You may be looking at an 85, 86 win season. So, but these hitters are going to get hot eventually. So if the pitching stays on par to where it is right now, and the hitters get hot, and they will get hot, they could string a win. Put a string of wins together. Win 7, 8 in a row, lose one, put another string together, 7, 8 in a row, and you catch up and things like that. So hopefully that's going to happen. So. Let's take a look at the standings as it stands right now as of April 18th. Red Sox are leading the way. Blue Jays are 4-6 in the last 10, so they're 3 games behind the Red Sox at the moment. So, but like I said, pitching is not their problem right now. If you take a look at the 7 games this past week, 4 of them, 4 to the 7 this past week, they gave up 3 or less runs. So that is very, very promising. That's over. That's 4 to 7, less than 3 runs a game given up. 2 of the games they gave up 4 runs, so they could pull victories if they gave up 4 runs once their bats get hot. So 2 of those 4, they gave up 4 runs, and then 1 of them they gave up 7 runs in the game. That was the Anthony K starter. That was a stinker of a start. So when you look at the overall pitching scheme of things, 1 game last week was a stinker. The rest of them were very, very winnable games. And you take a look at the team ERA that I have up here, 3.07. So that is ranked 6th in the major leagues right now. So that's very, very promising stat right now. And the team whip, we're at 122. I always say, your whip got to be around 120, whether individual or team. That's where you want to be. So they're right there. They're 11th in the league right now, almost a top 10 whip team. So I like that. But here's where their nemesis right now is scoring runs. They're 24th in the league scoring runs. The bats are very, very quiet. I'm going to go over some individual players this past week who was slumping and then who had a good week. So run score, we got to get those up on the. On the season. So if you look at Simeon, the 7 game stretch that he played in all 7. He batted 148 in that stretch. Not going to get it done. Left 10 runners on base. Not going to get it done. With 8 strikeouts in the 7 games. Not getting it done. He is slumping big time. Bichette started out like gangbusters against the Yankees. He had 6 hits in those 3 games against the Yankees, but then slumped in the Kansas City series, only getting 1 hit in the 4 game span. So batting for 259 in those 7 games. Leaving 8 runners on base, and 6 strikeouts. That's Bichette's going to get his strikeouts, but he's also got to get his hits too. So, and he's not getting it right now. He's not getting it done. So those top 2 right now not getting it done. They got to pick up. They got to pick their game up in order for this team to be successful. Guerrero had a great week. About a 435 in the week, so going 10 for 23. So So he's on fire right now. Grichuk is in a slump. He batted 190 last week, going 4 for 21. Not going to get the job done. Played 6 games, sat 1. Biggio got hurt in the Kansas City series, but did play 4 games last week, batting 231, going 3 for 13. So he lost a bit of his identity. We're going to talk about that a little later on with lineup construction. I think he lost his like I said, his identity and where he fits in on the team. He's not a 5, 6, 7 hitter. He's just not, and I'm going to talk more about that. Gurriel played in 6 games last week, batted 222. He's slumping a little bit now, going 4 for 18. Not off to a great start. Left 9 runners on base in those 6 games, so he's slumping. Tellez, nice to see him get out of the doghouse. I think he had an 0 for 25 stretch there. Had a good week, going 8 for 23 for a batting average of 348. And the one big thing, he played in 6 games. One big thing was 1 strikeout. That's huge. If Rowdy's not striking out, he hits the ball hard. And we're going to show a little bit of a stat on that also. So the catchers, Danny Jansen right now struggling at the plate. He went 0 for 9 last week. Not getting much done at the plate at all. Behind the plate's a different story. He's doing well. And Alejandro Kirk, he got in 5 games out of those 7. He DH'd in 1 of them. Was behind the plate in 4. Jansen was behind the plate in 3. But he batted 286, so not too bad, going 4 for 14. And getting 3 RBI and 2 walks. So that was a very, very good week for Kirk. But the big thing, like I said, timely hitting. Timely hitting is what wins you ball games, and timely hitting with runners on base. So right now, this past week, runners in scoring position, Blue Jays are batting .113. That's not going to win you many ball games. That's not going to be an 88-plus win season. When you're batting 113 with runners in scoring position in a stretch of 7 games, you're going to be on the losing end more than on the winning end. So they got to pick that up. Plate appearances, to me, there's not enough battling at the plate, not enough foul offs on tough pitches. So they got 15 walks. That's an average of 2 walks a game in that stretch of 7 games. You got to be around 4. At least 4, minimum 4 walks a game. You got to make the pitchers work. I thought they made Kansas City pitchers not work at all in that series. So they got to find themselves. They got to get better plate appearances. 15 walks in a 7-game stretch, not going to win the ball games, especially when your Ks are at 52 in those 7 games. That's 7.5 per game. So that's not a good recipe for success. Walks and strikeouts, 7.5 Ks. 2.1 walks a game, not going to win you many ball games. Sorry, folks. So they got to pick that up a little bit better. So that's your slumping hitters that I just gave it. Few guys came out of their slump. Kirk got his first hit, I believe, in the Yankees series. Same thing with Rowdy, and Guerrero is on fire since game 1 of the season. So that's only 3 guys hitting right now. The lineup comes with 9 batters in it. So the one player I didn't mention was Palacios. He hit it well. He had, I think, a 4-hit game against the Yankees. But let's not give him the keys yet. Let's not, anoint him as the 4th outfielder, 5th outfielder, whatever. He's got a way yet. So it's I like him, left-handed bat, so that helps. That he's a left-handed bat, so they may keep him and send my boy down. So we'll see what happens with that. Let's talk about. So that's our slumping hitters. Let's talk about lineup construction. To me, it matters. How you set up your batting order. What team did I hear today? If you take a look at the Seattle Mariners record right now, I think they're 7-5, something like that. I can't remember what the record is, but they're having a great season. Their number 1, 2, 3 hitter has been in every single game. Consistency with a lineup is, to me, so important to the chemistry of a lineup, chemistry of a team. And I've always been, when I coach, I love the consistency of a lineup. 1 through 6, got to be consistent, got to be game in, game out. Like I said, the Mariners are off to a great season, a great start in their season. 1, 2, 3, every single game they've been in there. So, but I see now Simeon, Bichette, and Guerrero have been 1, 2, 3 in this 7-game stretch. But it's nice to have the consistency. But if it's the right players in the right position, of the batting order, then it's great. To me, Simeon is not a top of the order player. I'm sorry, but he's not. And I said coming into the season, he should be down in the lineup. Um, and Biggio, to me, should be up top. He gets on base, he works walks. He doesn't, like I said, he doesn't know his identity right now. He lost it batting in the sixth or seventh hole or fifth hole. He's not that. If anything, I would put Biggio in the nine hole. In the day when I grew up in baseball, the 9 hitter was like a second leadoff hitter, just not a guy that hits with a high average, and that's Biggio. Biggio to me doesn't hit for a high average, but he gets on base. What I would rather have him as my number 9 hitter than say Danny Jansen. To me, your 8 hitter. And which is what I always done. My 8 hitter is usually my weakest hitter in the lineup. Not my stinky hitter, but the weakest hitter in the lineup. And that's where Jansen should be in the 8 hole, or if it's Alejandro Kirk, or even slide Simeon down. But I'd have Simeon maybe 7th, and I'd have Rowdy up higher too. He should be at 5th in the batting order, maybe even 4th when Springer's still out. But when Springer comes back, I like to see Springer, Biggio, then Bichette, and Guerrero, and Rowdy, and I think that's a 5, consistency that you can win with. Then you still got Gurriel, Hernandez, lengthen that lineup out and let guys know their roles. 1-2 guys got on base. Biggio and Bichette can handle, the killer bees I call them. They could handle that those roles, and I think that's where they should be at. So that's what I'm hoping. They get some better lineup construction. Right now, Simeon's not doing the job leading off. I didn't think he could do the job leading off. I think he's got 3 or 4 homers, so he's got some pop. But let's move that pop down. Let's get Biggio back on track. Like I said, I think they've knocked him off track a bit with moving him a bit. But keep him in there, game in, game out. He's got to be at the top of the batting order because that's his identity. That's who he is. If not, put him in the 9 hole. Give him a new role. Second leadoff hitter. That's what the number 9 hitter always was. Second leadoff hitter. Who bats with a lower batting average but still gets on base and can steal a base too. And Biggio can steal a base at a timely base. So you got Biggio in the 9 hole, and then you come to the back of the top of the order, and then you have Simeon and Bichette with him on base. So that's what I would do. But I'm not running the team, so. So next week, I don't know who we got. Let's see. I know we go with the Red Sox on Tuesday, Wednesday, and that's going to be 2 crafty lefties going with each other, Ryu and Rodriguez. And I don't know who's going in Game 2. I don't know if it's been announced yet, but I'm pretty sure Garrett Richards is going for Boston. So we'll see who the Blue Jays go with. And I'm not going to be able to see the rest of the schedule here. See if that pops in. So let's take a look at my players of the week last week. So we have, let's pull this over here. Robbie Ray is my number 3 player of the week. He had 2 games started. Pitched well. Gave up 2 runs in his 10 innings pitched. 6 strikeouts. His strikeouts are usually pretty higher than that, but had 9 walks. And, even though I am giving him my 3rd start of the week, and I could have went with Ryu, who had a start and won his ball game, or Steven Matz, who had 1 start and won the ball game, and they both pitched well. But I'm giving it to Robbie, coming back, his season debut, pitched 2 games last week, pitched well. You can see his, the exit velocity out, is he's pretty good with it. Teams are still, they're barreling him pretty high though. Oh, sorry, the barrel percentage is high in his favor. So teams aren't barreling him. They're not getting that max exit velocity from him. So his ball is hard to center. He's got a lot of movement to that ball. As you can see with the walk percentage, is pretty high. There's 95% of the pitchers are better than him right now. So his walks are high. His strikeouts, he's got to get his strikeouts, got to get back up to he's usually around 10 to 11 strikeouts per 9 innings. He only had 6 strikeouts in the 10 innings pitch, so his strikeout percentage is like 5.8, something like that. So he's usually around over 10. So he's got to get the strikeouts going, get the walks down. He's always had problems with the walks. He had a great spring though, with keeping the walks down. So hopefully he can get prepared and get better with those walks and find him more in the strike zone, because like I said, he's hard to center up, as you can see by these numbers. My number 2 starter of the week is Rowdy Tellez, and as soon as this loads up here, had a great week. I said that he got out of the doghouse with finally getting his first hit, and then he goes 8 for 23 for a 348 batting average for last week. So it's nice to see him out. And like I said, he only had 1 strikeout in that stretch of 6 games. So like I said, 6 out of 7. That's what I want to see, Rowdy. I want to see him in that line of 6 out of 7 stretches and playing. And he can hit lefties too. As you can see here, he's pretty high up in the exit velocity, max exit velocity, and the hard hit percentage. He hits the ball hard. And just wait. Where's his barrel? His barrel's only at 37%. So wait till he starts barreling that ball. Once he starts barreling it, this one right here, they're going to be joined by a few more homers. So that's why he's got to be in the game. He's got to be in the lineup, game in and game out. He'll get his barrel percentage up. As you can see, he hits the ball hard when he hits it. Like I said, there's one he almost ripped Cole's head off right up the middle. So you can see him going right up the middle with some of these. He didn't barrel these, but he swung the ball. He swung the bat. The ball just flew off his bat. So as you can see by these numbers. So these balls right here will eventually be out here once this number gets a little higher. Chase rate, he's still chasing a bit there. Whiff percentage, not bad. He's not walking at all, though. But I don't think you'll ever see that number. You'll never see him above 10% walk percentiles. So he's not a walker at all. He's a hitter. And my number 1 star for last week is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Had a great week. Went 10 for 23 for a batting average of 435 last week. He's found himself now. He's here probably to stay. Be nice if you can keep these numbers up. As soon as they pop up here, we'll take a look at some of the stats here. You take a look at the exit velocity, hard hit percentage. Look at all this stuff. Slugging, strikeout percentage is great. He's not striking out like he did last year. And the walk percentage is high. So when you're not striking out and you're walking and you're meeting the ball off the bat, this is what's going to happen here. Take a look at these homers. 2 to the opposite field, 2 to the pull side. There's his doubles there, 1 to the opposite field. So he sprays the ball around pretty good. So he is my number 1 starter of the week. So that's there you are right there with last week's games going 3 and 4. Got to be better with the sticks, arms. I'm happy with the arms. They can stay there. Get some of those walks down a bit, and then go from there. So thanks for listening. Stay tuned. Next Sunday, I will come out with the week to be that happened. We'll talk about what they did against the Red Sox. And again, my phone didn't load, so I don't know who they're playing after the Red Sox. The internet is not great up here right now. So talk to you next Sunday, and we'll see what happens. Thank you. Bye-bye.